What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of DevTalks with your host Travian, where we talk about everything engineering and technology wise. In this episode, we're going to see if Snap OS or these Snap AR glasses are going to compete with Meta's. This isn't a comparative video, but I don't know what this is yet, so let's just dive in without further ado and figure out what these really are, because we've been seeing a lot more with these AR stuff, especially glasses, and we have to see where our future is going. So
Snaps.
without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and all of that. It helps out with the algorithm. I really appreciate it so much, and thank you.
Self-contained AR glasses bring all sorts of Snapchat visual effects into the real world, but they're not made for your eyes yet. The future of AR looks like it's heading to everyday glasses. So far, I've been looking at things. New Snap spectacles are totally self-contained, but they're a subscription pair of glasses for developers. They're $99 a month. So certainly not meant for everyday eyes. And they have limitations. They're big. If you see them on my face, they're not something I would wear around every day. They are compatible with prescription lenses, but they didn't have my prescription for the demo. So I had to look at things through a couple of steps lower in prescription, and things were a little bit fuzzy. But I'm used to the territory. They also have twin Qualcomm system-on-chip processors. One.
Alright, first off, that is absurd. One, those glasses shown over here, those glasses are hideous. What Meta did right, I feel, especially with the AR glasses, from what we've seen in previous videos and whatnot, is that Meta joined together with Ray-Ban to actually make something that's stylish and that will work also. These are just ugly. No offense. But the second point is a $99 subscription. Yes, they're only for developers, but let me give you some context, perhaps. For app developers, for Vision Pro and Apple and everything, they have a development program. It's about a little bit over $100 a year. You want me to pay that for 1 month to develop something for your glasses? That, I don't know whether if it's only for testing purposes. I'm not sure, but that is ridiculous. That is literally ridiculous. I can pay less and develop for the Vision Pro than this. It's insane. It's insane. To even pay for that as a developer, it's insane. I don't know who would do that, but that's crazy and ugly.
On each arm, but I don't know which type. They wouldn't tell me. They also use, if you're into tech, LCOS projector technology, which then shines onto little waveguides, which are rainbow colored patches on the lenses that basically project out the 3D effect. These glasses only have 45 minutes of battery life, which is not a lot, but it could be enough for developers to at least explore in some test environments how apps perform. The thing about these glasses that's new compared to the one in 2021 is there's a whole new OS on this, Snap OS. And it runs multiple apps, it allows phone connection, and it can also do things like run a browser. I watched a YouTube video on it. You know, it has limits, it doesn't allow a lot of multitasking, but that's there, and they're aiming to make it feel more like a complete system. The viewing area is smaller than a VR headset. It's about 46 degrees, and it looked kind of like this when I was looking around. Almost like a phone window projected onto the real world. Nice vertically, a little cramped horizontally. To interact with Snap OS, you use your hands. So much like Apple Vision Pro or the Quest 3, I was able to use my hands to either reach out directly or to tap and pinch from a distance, but it doesn't have eye tracking. But at least it does have that hand tracking using its onboard cameras. But I got to see a whole bunch of Snap visual effects transplanted onto the real world. A painting app where I got to overlay different plants onto objects, furniture, recognize those things. I got to navigate a solar system using AI to recognize my voice in chat. And these glasses are ChatGPT compatible. They're going to eventually work in generative AI to have conversations to pull up things in AR. I actually was able to have a conversation and generate little 3D emojis that were generated via generative AI, but I found the experience was pretty mixed. You know, sometimes it wouldn't really recognize what I was saying, and other times I created like a hamburger dinosaur.
Okay. It's good on that note. I can't remember what Meta said regarding their AR glasses, if they had any type of AI compatibilities in it. Now, he said this one doesn't work as well right now. It's flawed right now, of course, but this is only for testing purposes. This isn't nothing that they're really pushing right now to any consumer, and they seem to be quite far behind. Snapchat probably doesn't have as much R&D and people to really go forward with speeding up the process of this development and stuff, but it does seem cool. That aspect, it seems cool. It seems like you can do a lot of stuff still with it. They have a far way to go, obviously, but having ChatGPT, their OpenAI AI is getting into everything. They are getting involved with every single company. It's not even funny. Microsoft, actually, they're getting involved with Microsoft. Meta products might be the only one that will not get involved with OpenAI if they have their own stuff. Like all of them and Samsung with or Google, all of those companies, they will probably stick with Gemini and all of that. But OpenAI has their hands in every single company. It's not even funny how much they're getting involved in being able to use prompts and use its AI to have prompts to figure out what you're trying to say or do. That aspect of these glasses I like. Once again, I don't remember if Meta's does it, so it's hard to correlate between the two, but yeah, we'll see.
There are other apps I looked at too, including some other partners that are not with this company. Niantic, which has been looking at AR glasses for years, has a test app of Peridot, which is a virtual pet I've tried on my phone and on the Quest 3, and they have it on this. I could walk around and check it out. So why is this any different than a mixed reality headset? There are a couple of things this is doing that are really unique. One, obviously, it's smaller. Two, it works with phones. Snap already has a Snapchat app. And this is not only compatible with that for setting it up, but it allows you to use phones as a controller. I was able to control remote helicopters in AR using a phone. I was also able to use the phone as a golf putter to do some golf swings. And you can also show other people what you're looking at. If you take a look at me constructing Lego bricks on a phone, you can check that out. But very similar to what you'd see in mixed reality on headsets. Sometimes the performance wasn't quite up to par, and other times it looked fine, but it's a developer headset. I'm really curious where else it goes. The other thing this does that's really unique is it's meant for the outdoors. This has auto-dimming lenses that be able to, sort of almost like transition lenses, adjust and show you virtual objects more clearly outside, like my little adorable virtual pet, my Peridot that I kept petting. It was pretty cute. And the other thing it does is collaboration. There are multiple people that can wear the glasses and interact together on something that you see or even scan the environment. I tried some interactive painting stuff, and the idea is to maybe use this in outdoor spaces, maybe a concert, maybe art installation, maybe something educational to test where it's possible. They also can use the cameras on board to let developers start figuring out experiences that can see what you're seeing. But Snap's doing this on a kind of experimental basis. It looks like getting that camera access may mean that some of the apps are offline, although some of those elements of camera access are going to work with ChatGPT as well. I think it's interesting because a lot of the mixed reality headsets right now lock down camera access for developers, and it means that that kind of magical, can you recognize my world part of AR hasn't been happening yet, but Snap is trying to go there. Others will too. There's a little LED light that tells you about privacy when you're using the cameras, but I'm curious how that feels in the real world. And clearly Snap is trying to figure this out. What are the possibilities for this? As hopefully the glasses get more portable or connect with phones more easily. It's an early look at some of the tech that's coming, and other companies are trying to make bigger leaps in this too, but nobody has made a self-contained pair of AR glasses yet, except for Snap that I can think of. And this shows.
All right, well, he's actually incorrect about that last statement that he just said, but as we watched that video, I actually liked the glasses way more. As we watched it, I liked them way more for several different reasons, of course. One, having the AI capabilities with ChatGPT. They're getting involved in everything. It's going to help a lot of different stuff that users want to be able to use. Two, I'm questioning how... So, obviously Snapchat already has an app. I wonder if these glasses, for using them as a remote control, will all be run through Snapchat, or if there will be another controller app for the glasses themselves. And if it is all intertwined with Snapchat, mind you, I've deleted Snapchat years ago. It kind of seems pointless to me at this point. It doesn't really hold anything new that these other social media apps have nowadays besides your posts going away. I mean, I I really don't know what what the point is really there. I don't like Snapchat anymore. I don't use it anymore personally, but I'm really curious about how the UI and the interface is going to be with along with the glasses, and then also something that Vision Pro has been doing for Apple is the workspaces and having multiple people in a workspace, having multiple people being able to wear glasses and be within a certain virtual area. That's a plus. Them already having that's a plus. Mind you, they're on developer stuff, so I'm gonna give them some leeway. Give them some leeway, but that is something that's really interesting. I'm really curious what else they'll be able to do in the future or where they're planning to end it off at. Exactly. Obviously, there's a lot of things you can't do. You only can wear it for an hour. So it's not like you're really walking outside for doing stuff for hours on end. Like 45 minutes, it's dead. You're only doing it for small tasks at points of times right now. And it really only is developer. The main problem I see right now is that hefty cost of $99 a month for developers. Unless you're like a true developer, you're developing every single day with it, and that's all you do, maybe okay, but I still don't agree with it. I feel like there's other companies with better developer programs out there, and who knows, maybe it's because it's Snapchat and that's how much it is, or they're more worried about losing money if one of these pairs of glasses breaks and whatnot, but um we'll see. I'm really curious on how. I don't think they will be like the number one pair of glasses by the time we live in a world full of AR and products. I do think there will be a small market for it, especially the people who use Snapchat. Everybody will think it's a cool gimmick and be fun. And I think it would all be based on how much the actual price of one of these would be when it comes time to launch to actual consumers. Without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know if you would wear one of these or pay that much to develop products on it. Me, personally, I wouldn't pay that much to develop something on it. There's other products I would be way more eager to develop an application on and get more visibility on. But if you would, let me know down in the comments. Without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps out the algorithm so much. Appreciate you guys. Thank you again for getting us to 200 subscribers. Really appreciate it. Let's get to 5, and peace. See you next time.